been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Braun. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Just like that. Just like that.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to Jackson, hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He's at the 50. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball is snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 30. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Jackson, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Braun. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Jackson's pass.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
By the Bears.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
39 yards there, a big one. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was affected, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing. Tucker kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Room here to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run with Cook, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
The ball carrier,
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
that ties the game at 7. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The throwaway.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now back to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Bears.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
First chance for the backup here to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, and that won't beat us.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
The pass.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He can run for it, and he will. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
The Bears 1st down.
Buying time to his left. Going left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They have full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with the 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On the tackle. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. She's us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could into all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many ties in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this and jump at the top, always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe now should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins?
explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just